something feels off. Not wrong exactly, just off. You cannot name it. But it follows you out the door every single morning. Your friends tell you that you look great. You tell yourself the same thing. And yet, there it is again. That quiet feeling that something in the mirror is working against you, not for you. Here is the part nobody says out loud. For most women over 50, the problem is not the face looking back at them. It is what is sitting on top of it. The hairstyle you have been loyal to, the one that felt safe, that your stylist keeps giving you. That is the thing quietly adding years to your face every single day. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we are covering these hairstyles are aging you. Do this instead. And by part 3, you are going to want to stop, look in the mirror, and see your hair with completely new eyes. I mean it. In part 1 we are opening with the single most common aging hairstyle I see on women with genuinely beautiful bone structure. And it is heartbreaking because the fix is so simple. Part 2 has something your stylist should have told you years ago, but almost never does. Part 3 holds the specific detail that most women think is helping them look younger. And it is doing the exact opposite. Part 4 covers texture and movement, and Part 5 gives you the complete swap guide, so you leave here knowing exactly what to ask for. If you have not already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The blunt one-length cut that flattens everything. You sat in that salon chair and asked for something clean. Something classic. Something that would not require much effort in the morning. And the stylist gave you exactly what you asked for. A blunt, one-length cut. All one line, no layers, no movement. It looked sharp in the chair. It photographed well on the day. But somewhere between that appointment and every morning since, something started to feel heavy. Flat. Settled. That heaviness has a name. And once you can see it, you cannot unsee it. The blunt one-length cut, whether it falls at the jaw, the chin, or the collarbone, does one thing to a mature face that nothing else does quite as efficiently. It creates a horizontal visual weight that drags the eye downward. For women in their 20s, that weight lands below the cheekbones, so it does not interact with the face much. But for a woman over 50, whose face has shifted, softened at the jaw, lost some volume through the midface, that horizontal line sits right at the exact place where the face is already losing definition. It pulls it further down. It adds years not because of color or condition, but because of shape alone. This is the one I see most often. On women with extraordinary faces, striking cheekbones, eyes that carry light beautifully, and one blunt cut quietly canceling everything that makes them magnetic. Retention booster. A woman I spoke to last year had been wearing this exact cut for 11 years. 11 years of the same horizontal line, the same flat heaviness. When her new stylist finally showed her the difference a single layered adjustment made, she cried. Not from sadness. From relief. The fix is not dramatic. You do not need to lose the length you love. You need movement through it. Specifically, face framing layers that begin at the cheekbone and fall forward. This technique does two things simultaneously. It breaks the horizontal line that was pulling your face down, and it redirects the eye upward toward the part of your face that is genuinely beautiful. If you are keeping length, ask your stylist for long layers that start at the cheekbone. Not choppy layers, soft, blended, graduated layers that create flow rather than steps. The difference in photographs is immediate. If you are not ready to change the length, and you do not have to be, ask for this one thing. A point cut finish on the ends rather than a blunt scissor finish. That single change introduces microvariation into the hemline, breaking the rigidity of the horizontal line without touching your length at all. 30 minutes in the chair. Years off the face. What to swap? If you are wearing a blunt jaw-length bob, swap it for a layered cut with face framing pieces that fall at the cheekbone. If you are wearing a blunt collarbone length with no texture, swap it for a softly layered style with a point cut hemline. The structure stays. The heaviness goes. Maintenance tip. Ask your stylist to refresh your layers every 8 weeks. Not the length, just the layers. As hair grows, layers blend out, and the cut begins to lose its lift. A quick dusting and layer refresh keeps the face framing effect working between full cuts. Coming up next, the one swap that takes 30 seconds and changes how your entire face reads on camera. It is simpler than you think, and the difference is visible in photographs immediately. Part 2. The helmet cut that shrinks your whole face. Bold statement first. The most aging haircut in the world is not a dramatic one. It is a safe one. Specifically, it is the cut that was designed to look tidy, require minimal effort, and stay in place all day. Round at the back. Uniform on the sides. Short, set, and sealed around the head like a helmet. Your stylist probably calls it a classic shape. And for decades you believed it. Here is what nobody tells you about that shape. It is working against you. The helmet cut, the close-cropped, uniform, rounded shape that sits tight to the head with no movement and no variation, does something specific to a mature face. It removes all visual contrast between the width of your head and the width of your face. And in a face that has naturally softened at the jaw over time, that contrast is doing an enormous amount of lifting work. Without it, the face reads as wider at the jawline, flatter through the cheekbones, and heavier overall. Not because your face has changed, because the shape around it has removed the frame that was helping it read beautifully. Yes, that's simple. The shape of the cut is doing more work on how your face reads than any product, any makeup, any skincare routine ever could. Shape comes first. Everything else is secondary. Honestly, this is the one I wish someone had whispered to me years ago. Because the helmet cut feels responsible. It feels low maintenance and sensible. And for many women, it was recommended by the very person who should have known better. The fix begins with one concept: directed volume. Not more hair, differently placed hair. Volume lifted away from the sides of the head and directed upward and slightly back at the crown creates a silhouette that lengthens the face visually, narrows the jaw, and restores the contrast between head shape and face shape that the helmet cut removed. Ask your stylist for crown lift using either a soft layered taper at the sides or a short undercut beneath the top layer that allows the crown hair to sit higher without product dependence. The key phrase to use in the salon chair is this: I want volume at the crown and closeness at the sides, not closeness everywhere. The second fix: asymmetry. A single long piece, even 2 or 3 centimeters longer on one side, breaks the uniformity of the helmet shape and introduces visual movement. Asymmetry tells the eye there is something interesting happening here. Uniformity tells the eye it has already seen everything. One of those invites attention. The other dismisses it. What to swap? If you are wearing a close-cropped uniform shape with no variation, swap it for a short cut with directed crown volume and tapered sides. If your stylist has been giving you the same round set shape for years, ask specifically for texture and lift at the crown. And take a photograph of the result, so you can request it consistently at every appointment. Maintenance tip. A lightweight volumizing mousse applied to the roots at the crown before blow-drying keeps the lift working between visits without weight or stiffness. Apply to damp roots, lift the section away from the head and dry upward, never flat. The next mistake is the one I see most often, and the most expensive one to fix if you leave it too long. You will want to hear this one before your next salon visit. Part 3. The center part that pulls your face in the wrong direction. Have you ever wondered why your hair looks completely different in photographs than it does in the mirror? You styled it carefully. The light was good. And still, something in that image feels heavier, flatter, older than you feel. There is a very specific reason for that. And it starts at the top of your head. The center part is having a moment. Every style platform, every influencer, every editorial is pushing it as the elegant, grown-up, sophisticated choice. And here is the truth that nobody in those spaces will say directly. For most women over 50, the center part is aging them significantly. Not slightly. Significantly. Here is why. The center part divides the face into 2 equal halves. That division emphasizes symmetry. And symmetry in an aging face, where natural asymmetry has increased, where one side has softened more than the other, where the jawline has shifted, is not flattering. It highlights the areas of asymmetry rather than masking them. It creates a long, unbroken vertical line down the center of the face that pulls the eye downward, from forehead to jaw in one uninterrupted movement. And it removes all opportunity for directional framing. The technique that lifts the eye toward the most beautiful part of your face. Write this one down. A deep side part, shifted just 3 to 4 centimeters off center. changes the entire mathematics of the face. It creates a diagonal line across the crown that the eye follows upward. It introduces volume on one side and closeness on the other, which creates the illusion of lift without a single product. And it allows one sweeping section to fall forward toward the stronger cheekbone, redirecting attention toward the part of the face that is most striking. I watched a woman in a salon chair do this exact experiment last month. Same hair, same length, same color. The stylist moved her part 3 centimeters to the right. The woman's cheekbones appeared higher. Her jaw looked narrower. Her eyes read larger. She sat completely still, and the whole face rearranged itself. That is the power of part placement. The second dimension of this fix is the direction the front sections fall. A center part sends both sections falling straight down at equal angles, both pulling the eye downward equally. A side part sends the heavier front section falling diagonally forward, which means the eye follows it across the face rather than straight down it. That diagonal movement is what your beautiful eyes and bone structure need to be seen correctly. What to swap? If you are wearing a center part, shift it 3 to 4 centimeters to the side you naturally smile toward. That is almost always the side where your features are strongest. If you have been wearing a center part for years, and it feels strange to change, try it first in a photograph. You do not need anyone else's opinion. The photograph will tell you everything. Maintenance tip: retrain your part while your hair is damp. Comb it to the new position, clip it there, and let it dry. Do this for 7 days consecutively, and the hair will begin to hold the new direction on its own without product. I did not expect part 4 to be the one people message me about most, but it always is. Part 4: overprocessed, over-straightened hair that reads as lifeless. Here is something I want to say to you directly, because I think you need to hear it in this specific way. The smoothest hair in the room is not always the youngest looking hair in the room. This is the one. This is the piece of information that most women over 50 are carrying a misunderstanding about, and it is costing them years. For decades, the beauty industry told us that sleek meant polished, polished meant elegant, and elegant meant young. Straight, smooth, frizz-controlled, sealed flat hair was the goal. And many women over 50 are still pursuing it, straightening regularly, using heavy serums to eliminate any texture, spending 40 minutes at the mirror fighting their hair into absolute submission. And the result? Hair that lies flat against the scalp, loses its visual volume, removes all sense of life and movement from the face, and reads in photographs as thin, limp, and yes, older. Flat, lifeless hair is pressing down on your face. And your face needs hair that moves, that bounces slightly when you walk, that catches light at different angles, that frames the face with the kind of soft visual energy that communicates health and vitality. Perfectly sealed, completely flat hair communicates the opposite. This one is everything. Texture is youth. Not messiness, texture. There is a critical difference between the two, and understanding it is what separates a woman whose hair looks effortlessly alive from a woman whose hair looks controlled to the point of stillness. Texture in mature hair means soft waves that are defined but not rigid, a slight bend at the ends, movement that catches and holds light rather than reflecting it flatly in one single direction, hair that has volume variation, fuller at the roots and through the mid-lengths, with softness at the tips, rather than uniform compression all the way from root to end. The fix begins before the heat tool touches your hair. Ask your stylist about a soft body wave, a light permanent wave that introduces gentle movement without the rigid curl of a traditional perm. The technology has advanced significantly, and a good soft body wave on mature hair looks completely natural, requires minimal maintenance, and holds its movement between washes in a way that no styling product can replicate. If you prefer to work with what you have, replace your flat iron session with this. Apply a lightweight mousse to towel-dried hair, rough dry with your fingers and a diffuser. And then this is the part most women skip. Let the hair cool completely before touching it. The texture sets in the cooling phase, not the heat phase. If you disrupt it while warm, you lose everything you just built. What to swap? If you are reaching for the flat iron every morning out of habit rather than intention, swap one session per week for a diffused rough dry, and see what your natural texture actually does when it is supported rather than suppressed. Your hair may have more movement than you realize. It has simply been trained out of it. Maintenance tip: Use a microfiber towel or a cotton t-shirt to blot. Never rub wet hair before styling. Rubbing disrupts the cuticle, which creates frizz and kills texture. Blotting preserves the movement pattern the hair forms naturally as it dries. There is one thing about part 5 that nobody in this space talks about plainly. That is next, and it ties everything together. Part 5, too long unshaped hair that weighs down a mature face. Let me ask you something directly, because this is a conversation we should have been having for a long time. When was the last time your stylist actually looked at your face, really studied it, before picking up the scissors? Not asked what you wanted. Not asked how many inches to take off. Actually looked at your face, considered your bone structure, assess where your hair falls relative to your jaw and your shoulders, and made a decision based on what would genuinely flatter you. For too many women over 50, that conversation is not happening. And the result is hair that is technically long, but shapeless. Hair that grows past the shoulders with no internal structure, no strategic layering, no deliberate design. Just length for its own sake. And here is the thing nobody says plainly enough. On a mature face, unshaped length is not neutral. It is active. It is pulling downward on the face, dragging the visual weight toward the jawline and below, flattening the midface, and removing every opportunity for the hair to frame and lift the features it is surrounding. Your bone structure is extraordinary. Your natural elegance is real. But long unshaped hair is covering it, not framing it. The fix is not about cutting the length. It is about restoring shape within the length. Internal layers, not surface layers that change the exterior silhouette, but deep internal layers that remove weight from the midsection and underneath, are what give long mature hair its ability to move, breathe, and frame the face upward rather than pulling it down. Ask your stylist for internal weight removal, a technique where sections underneath the top layer are point cut at varying lengths, reducing the density of the hair without changing how the top layer looks or falls. The exterior of the hair looks the same length. The behavior of the hair changes completely. It lifts. It moves. It no longer lies flat against the collarbone and drags the eye downward. The second dimension of this fix is face framing at the front. Long hair without front framing creates a rectangular frame around the face. All four sides the same distance from the features, no variation, no direction. 2 or 3 long wispy pieces pulled forward and softly textured at the tips. Cut to fall at the cheekbone or just below. Introduce a diagonal element that redirects the eye upward immediately. It does not require a dramatic change. 2 strategic pieces can do what an entire restyling was supposed to. What to swap? If you are wearing hair past the shoulder with no internal layering, ask your stylist for internal weight removal and 2 to 3 long face framing pieces at the front. If your hair has been one unshaped length for more than 6 months, it is almost certainly carrying weight it does not need. That weight is working against your face every single day. Maintenance tip. Long layered hair grows out more gracefully than blunt long hair, but the face framing pieces need refreshing every 8 to 10 weeks. Ask your stylist to trim only the front pieces at each visit. Even 1 centimeter of reshaping keeps the framing sharp and intentional without touching the length you love. You now have every piece of this. Use it at your next appointment, and the one after that. You just learned the 5 specific hairstyle mistakes that are quietly adding years to genuinely beautiful faces. And you learned the exact fixes, the exact words to use in the salon chair, and the exact swaps that change everything. 5 mistakes, 5 solutions, all in one sitting. Wear this knowledge with the confidence it was always meant to carry. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 5 hairstyles have you been wearing without realizing what it was doing to your face? I read every single one. Next time, we are getting into the 1 accessory mistake that adds 10 years overnight, and it is not what you would ever expect. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I will see you in the next one.